Hey guys, how you doing? We're back. It's summertime. I hope you guys are having a great summer. Got some decent weather lately here in Winnipeg, going good, but we got to keep grinding, finding the deals, looking for the opportunities. So didn't plan on making this video, but I found a couple of things and I just wanted to share them. So I'm going to be using Market Movers today once again, which is where I go to for all of my data. And what we do here is we go to price movements by card. I've already done that, and you can see we've ordered it by hockey, PSA 10s, and then I'm looking for higher dollar cards. So I have it at $100 minimum for the starting average and then 10 sales. I also have it on the last 90 days. And I have it ordered in terms of which cards have lost the most money. Okay, so I want to see which cards are really down. So first card we have here, Connor McDavid, Star Rookies, down 50%. So this actually looks like a good buy. I pulled it up on eBay. There are a few on eBay. None at this price. They're listed a bit higher, but yeah, if you're looking for a lower dollar Connor McDavid rookie card, this could be an opportunity for you right now if you can get a deal on it. Then we got Johnny Gaudreau and Artemi Panarin, who are probably a little bit less exciting to me, but the next guys are a bit more exciting to me. Now, Austin Matthews is a guy who, let me move this down a bit. Austin Matthews is a guy who I'd been watching and know how much his card is down. But we'll take a look. We'll start off with Nathan MacKinnon. So last 90 days he's down 36%. So down at about $850. Okay, so $850 2 years ago, in almost exactly 2 years ago, he was at the same price, $850 here, August 30th of 2020. We know he's won a cup since then, been up and down, but he's come down. This has to be close to the floor. Not investment advice, guys, but I'm just pointing out, some possible opportunities. Problem with Nathan MacKinnon, and I'm very clear because, I think a lot of people get wrapped up in their bias and players that are on their team and players they like. Full disclosure, I don't even think I have to disclose it, but if you're new to the channel, Nathan MacKinnon is my favorite player. Why is his card down here? He just won a Stanley Cup. He's got a parade in Halifax in a week. Awesome. But why is it down here? And I think it's simply because he doesn't score. We're going to look at Austin Matthews shortly. And Austin Matthews, 60 goals last year. Score goals. Scoring goals is huge for hockey cards. Nathan MacKinnon doesn't do it. Who's better, Austin or Nate? It doesn't really matter. The thing is, they're different players. They do totally different things, and I don't think I have to say much more on that. But anyways, getting back to MacKinnon here at about $800, $850 if you can get it at this price, I think that's pretty reasonable. I think this has to be pretty close to a floor. Low sale here of about $779. Yeah, $779, $800 are the two lowest sales. But there's Nathan MacKinnon going into the year. This is summertime. If you haven't watched my other videos, summertime is the best time to buy. We always see a fall off after the playoffs. If we go back to June here when they'd won the cup, so he was up at about 12.5, and I know he'd floated in this range for a while, up and down through there, but that was about the price I would call the card at that point. It's about $1,250, $1,300, and I think that's pretty reasonable. Again, sitting down at about $800. So Nathan MacKinnon. Next one we'll have a look at is Jonathan Huberdeau. Last 90 days, let's take a look at this again. Last 90 days down 31%. Okay, so he was starting at about $400 at that point and down at about $272. Again, all of these are US dollars. You can see he had a nice climb through the year and then has sort of fallen off since. Price actually come back up a little bit, probably obviously since the trade to the Flames. I think there's a real opportunity for Jonathan Huberdeau. $272. You can see this high sale up here. I just want to point this out, $386. So if we look at the past sales, that was mine. So if you hold your cards a little bit and negotiate with people, you can get a decent price for your card. So I set a pretty good comp here. Probably helped the guy out who sold this card anyways, even though he sold it quite a bit below mine. Anyways, Jonathan Huberdeau, Calgary, could be an opportunity there. Pop is $335, so a relatively low pop card. But, if you're looking for the mid-range Young Guns PSA 10s, I think this is a relatively decent price here. Next card we'll look at Kyle Connor, my boy here in Winnipeg. And again, this isn't because he's my boy. I just love the guy. 47 goals last year. Just doesn't get the love. He's in Winnipeg. I don't have to tell you, markets matter. Where you play matters. And Kyle Connor's a little bit of a victim of that. But at the same time, perhaps an opportunity here. Now this card is sold pretty steadily at 250 Canadian. So if we look at these prices, yeah, like 180 US, all through there, and a couple of low sales here down at 132 and $130 US, which would be about $170. So where the card's sitting right now, could be an opportunity there. I mean, Connor's going to score 40 plus goals again this year. There's not really a question about that. But if you question the market, I just wanted to point this out more as a little bit of a lower dollar play versus some of the other ones. But Kyle Connor, I got a couple of these PSA 10s and don't mind holding them. I'm certainly not going to sell them at this price right here. But the last one, the reason that, I'd sort of got to digging to see if there were other players is Austin Matthews. So we'll take a look here first. Austin Matthews down 33%. Take a look at his chart. So let's take a look at it first of all from an overall level. What's this spike? Playoffs. There's a spike in the playoffs. What's this spike here? This is in the playoffs. This is when they're against Tampa Bay. They got knocked out on May the 14th, and there was a sale on May the 14th. Yeah, May the 14th, there's a sale at $2,100. So that's not even his peak, but he was at $2,100, and then as soon as they got knocked off, just plummeted straight down. It took about 5 days, and he was down at $1,600, and currently sitting at about $1,425. So I think, going back to the MacKinnon, Matthews scores goals. He's going to continue to score goals. He's plummeted from that top. I'm not saying this top here, these highest prices are a fair price, but from where he's at right now, the $1,400, I think it's an opportunity. The problem is if you take a look on eBay, this is an auction here, a Probstein auction, and I noticed this. It's a flawless. It's not just PSA 10 gem mint. It's a flawless card. So maybe there's this better than a PSA 10. I don't know. But anyways, auction going there. The problem with this card is trying to get it at that price. I don't think that people are going to sell it to you at $1,400 US on eBay. But keep in mind, if you go to a card show, if you go to your LCS, if maybe you can trade into one, do whatever you have to do. There's, lots of ways to get cards, Facebook, Instagram, you guys know the ways, but perhaps an opportunity there. I mean, I'm not buying. This is definitely a higher dollar play, and it may be something that you have to hold into the playoffs next year. It's not a play I'm making, but I do think that there is relatively easy money here. Not financial advice, just a prediction. But just wanted to point it out to you guys. Again, Austin Matthews, I think a better buy than Nathan MacKinnon in terms of cards, just because he scores as many goals as he does. So at 1,400, take a look at him. So we've used market movers, and I do have a new code. It's LAP1 if you guys want to get market movers for $1 for your first month. They're going to be updating actually all of the whole platform, and it's going to be changing. If you were at the National, you would have seen a preview, but I do have a code for that below. Again, it's LAPP1, and you'll get your first month for $1, so you can give it a whirl and see if you like it, but certainly worth it. But thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. We'll see you in the next one. Check you.